Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another story time episode. Or should I say, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing another story time. And today I'm going to talk about preschool. Preschool. A time in a young man's life to do stupid things. Very stupid things you don't know. Not like you know any better. But you build blocks, you count numbers, you learn the alphabets, and you make other kids cry. If you're a real savage, you made real kids cry. But I'm going to take you back to preschool. Okay. So, in preschool, there's this kid. For the sake of this video, we'll call him Bernard. I didn't really like this kid a lot, so, we didn't like each other. We had a mutual hating for each other. I don't know why, but ever since the first day, you just got that vibe, and I didn't like this kid. So, we just fought. We argued a lot about it, a lot of stupid stuff, as you did as a normal kid would, as a child in EC4, or not EC4. We called it EC4 back in my preschool because we had a preschool that went from we had a school that went from preschool all the way to 8th grade. So you have K through 12. Well, we had preschool till 8th grade. And we didn't we didn't like each other, but there wasn't really much to it because preschool for us was at least 8 hours. Not 8 hours. Shoot, I'm an idiot. 5 hours long, 6 hours long. And I was the best kid in preschool when I was young in general. If you watched my cactus video, I was kind of stupid and I was kind of mean. I just did stupid stuff and I kind of laughed at people's pain. But every morning, as we were waiting for school to begin and stuff, we get to play with toys, like those little dinosaur figurines or blocks, not like Legos, but bigger blocks, right? So we could build towers. And one of these days, I'm playing with my homie. I don't really remember his name, so I'm not gonna give him a fake name. We'll just call him my homie. But me and my broski are building this cool freaking tower. We're making it as tall as freaking possible. And you get those vibes from people, you just know they're up to no good, or that vibe that you have this feeling in your head that you just want to hit this kid in the head with one of your little bricks. Well, I had that feeling. So, as this dude got closer to my tower, I'm like, oh no, this dude's gonna knock over my tower because he hates me. So, as he comes closer, I literally grab the block and bam, right on the top of his head, just slam it straight onto him. This dude, he threw a tantrum. He cried a lot. He cried a lot through our middle school years and elementary school year. I remember that dude stapled his fingers 2 times. So we our school made a rule that kids can't use staplers because this dude stapled his finger. I think it was the thumb 2 times. Besides the point, this dude throws a huge tantrum just because I hit him in the head. And I'm confused because I knew this guy was up to something good. I'm defending my property, America at its finest. But we end up getting separated. The teacher talks to us. He ends up actually fessing up that that he was gonna come and knock down my tower. I was like, oh, see, I knew it from the start, but I still got in trouble because I hit him in the head and he cried, and I kind of laughed at his crying. But besides that, I saved my tower. Eventually, I got knocked down because school, but I saved my tower from this idiot. And technically I wasn't in the wrong because he was going to knock down my tower. So I don't know if I was in the wrong as a child. I was more learning defense. But no matter that, because you think, oh wow, this was a great short video. It's only 5 minutes long. Perfect. No, there's more. This kid did everything to annoy me. This man would steal my he would make fun of my stuff, take my lunch. He was that kind of guy, So it's I had a right to hit him in the head with a brick. I was tired of his crap. I'm like, I don't take no more crap from you. So, the story's not over here. The very next day, this we had potty breaks after like every 15, 20 minutes, because kids pee a lot. They do a lot of dirty things. But we're at on this playground. We had a small playground too, right? There was probably 2 slides. Yeah, like 2 little jungle gyms. I don't know what you call those. I think so. But you have these 2 little jungle gyms with slides, and then you have like this canopy area where it's all shaded over, like a picnic. Shoot, I'm going blank to what the name is, but you know what I mean. Where all like the picnic tables are, right? You have one of those. I think you call them a canopy, but I don't know. Whatever. You know what I mean. But there's one of those, and then there's this huge tree, and this tree had like shade, but it wasn't like a huge, like oak tree. It was like this. It was a younger oak tree. They ended up getting rid of it. Don't know why. I know it's not because of this, but I remember. Don't know like how the situation came up, but this dude comes up to me at recess the very next day, mind you, and he goes, "I have to use the bathroom," and I don't really remember what I said because it was like I was 4, and I wasn't even in kindergarten yet, so give you like a mindset of age. I wasn't even in kindergarten. This dude comes up to me, he's like, "I had to use the bathroom." I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't remember what I said, but I remember I was saying jokingly because my dad and I would always talk about, oh yeah, just go pee behind a bush or something. So I was like, yeah, just go pee behind that tree. And then I didn't think about it because I'm like, nobody's actually gonna go pee behind a tree. That's disgusting. But this dude turns out like I think it was like 5-10 minutes later. I don't really know. This is EC4. I'm kind of going off the top of my head. However long later, this dude, like, you hear 2 girls screaming. I remember because these girls, they were my friends until we graduated, but they freaking, oh my gosh, they let out the biggest yell, ran to the teacher, and go, "Bernard is peeing behind a tree." And this would be a lot fun. Like, real life would be a lot funnier if his name was actually Bernard. But, little old Bernie gets caught pissing behind a tree. And you're like, this guy. And so he gets taken to, like, the vice principal's office because at the time of, like, our school worked weird. The vice principal was, like, the discipline kind of guy. He would take care of it. And then our principal at the time, she was just, like, logistics, while vice principal took care of all the extreme discipline, I should say. Like kids doing stupid stuff like peeing behind a tree. And this dude's like, yeah, I peed behind a tree, but Rafi told me. And I was like, bro, this dude ratted me out, bro. What a freaking rat. Hit you with the 6'9". He's like, you ever wondered like why I pissed behind the tree? Yeah, no, he ratted me out. And then the principal gets me to the office. He said, "Did you tell him to pee behind the tree?" I'm like, "Yeah, as a joke." And then I kind of get yelled at for something. I don't really remember. I just remember being like super like crying because I'm like, "Oh my gosh, my mom's gonna beat my ass." Nah, I'm playing. But like I knew I was gonna get in trouble, and like I just got these new toys. I'm like, bro. I remember that because I remember she made me throw out one of my toys for my punishment. But she's like, or the vice principal goes, "Yeah, so what did you do?" And he's like, "Yeah, I peed behind the tree," and he told me to. And I'm like, and he goes, did you tell him to?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he actually lets me kind of off the hook. Like, he just calls my mom and tells her what happened. And he lets me off the hook and hits good old Bernie with, "Well, if Raphael told you to jump off a bridge, would you?" He kind of hit him with one of those. I mean, you're in EC4. There's not really. It's actually kind of intense. I don't really remember, but I remember he hit him something like, "If do you do everything Raphael tells you?" So he hit him with one of those, and honestly, I got off the hook. Raphael 0 or 2, Bernie 0, because this guy's just an idiot, and good old Bernie. He was my enemy. He's like the Dinkelberg. If you all watched Fairly Odd Parents, he was my Dinkelberg. Like, this man, I just woke up Woke up in the morning, like, I'm gonna have to deal with this guy again. But he actually goes, he stays at my school until we graduate. So, like I said earlier, we go from preschool, so we call it EC3 and EC4 for early childhood 3 and 4, right? Whatever. But so we EC3, EC4 all the way to 8th grade till we graduate in high school. So he's there till 8th grade. So luckily to this day I haven't seen him. But this dude would literally rot my day every single dang time. It was so annoying that, like, I had to deal with this guy. Luckily, he was kind of dumb, and like in middle school, we kind of started separating people by like we would do like placement tests, and then we would have like honors classes. But in middle school, you didn't have those, so we kind of it's like fake honors classes. You know what I mean? And I think we got like some sort of credit for it, but whatever. Besides the point. Um, we got separated and stuff like that. But this dude would literally do some of the stupid stuff. Like I said, like he had stapled himself twice. And good old Bernie got on my nerves. And it was funny because I remember one time we had like this after daycare, right? And we were waiting to go to the playground, different playground because we got rid of the tree. And there's this bush, right? This bush we stood by every day, and it had these little like seed things. I don't know if they're really seeds, but they're like little tiny little balls, and they grew on them. And then every day we would always like pick them up. We'd pick them and then we just like throw them at each other. Well, I saw a wasp nest one day, and everybody's joking around, like, "Oh my gosh, look at the wasp nest! What happened if you like hit it?" And so we all started throwing these beads at this wasp nest. This is like second. No, this was like second or third grade, because I'm not this stupid as a 4-year-old. But we start throwing them at the nests, and of course, with my luck, I'm not trying to hit it, right? Because I know, oh my gosh, these wasps are gonna get pissed if I throw it and I hit it. And so I'm like joking and I'm throwing, and the last one, I remember the last one I had, it was in second grade, or no, third grade, whatever. Besides the point, I literally grab it, I throw it, and Bernard's over there talking with his friends. I throw it. He's standing by the bush. I hit it. I literally hit one of the holes. You know how wasp nests have those like little holes? I literally threw it right, and it landed in one of the holes. I saw it and I'm like, oh my gosh. Next thing you know, everybody's running. It was so funny. And I'm not scared of things per se, but wasps, just like the feeling of getting stung, terrifies me. Like, I don't like pain, obviously, but like, I just didn't want that besides anything. So I kind of threw these guys, because they were the closest to the bush. I kind of pushed them behind me. So I pushed Bernard and one of his friends behind me. For like every last man for himself, right? Or every man for himself. I throw him towards the bush, and this dude actually ends up getting stung 3 times by these wasps. It was so funny. It was like his arm was literally the size, imagine, of like a football. Like, but this dude's like in 3rd grade. So it was so funny. It was so swollen. I mean, he wasn't allergic, thankfully, because I think he would have died, and then I would have been charged with like accidental murder. But it was so funny. And this guy, he didn't like know that it was me that threw it. Because no teacher saw me, and nobody saw. I was in the whole rush of everything. So luckily, it worked out that I didn't get caught and all of that. But yeah, that's the story of me and my arch nemesis Bernard. You guys tell me. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys have an arch nemesis? Someone that you wake up and you just hate? Because I mean, I have some in high school. You just dread seeing these people, and these people can ruin your day. So, I hope you guys have a good one, and don't let the Bernards of your life ruin your day. As I wrap this video up here, guys, I don't know if this one was funny as the whatchamacallit, the helicopter Boy Scouts, but I hope that you guys are enjoying story times. Let me know if you want to see more. Let me know if you want to see whatever gameplay I'm gonna put behind this. I just recently bought Star Wars Battlefront, the second one, Battlefront 2, but the 2005 version, so like the good old original one. But yeah, so I might have that, or I might have Aliens versus Predator, one of the two. But thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you have an arch nemesis down in the comments. And thank you all so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace.